After being sued by his ex-girlfriend Z for allegedly attacking and gangsing her, it appears that Saucy Santana is finally getting his comeuppance. Akademiks was the most vocal person on the internet when young Miami and Saucy Santana were revealed to have had unscrupulous dealings with Diddy, but it appears that he may not be so innocent after all. What's even more bizarre about this is that, although this isn't the first time Z has made these accusations, this time she's taking it to court and she wants to make sure that the creepy academic is locked up for what he did. Akademiks tried everything to stop her before this even surfaced, but it was obviously ineffective because now he finds himself in the middle of a very defamatory lawsuit. And if Z gets her way, his career is effectively over. As I mentioned earlier, this isn't the first time Ziya has come out to accuse Akademiks. She actually first discussed this last year when Akademiks randomly appeared on his podcast to discuss how he had seen his ex-girlfriend being beaten by his friends in his crib while he was asleep. He claimed he was unaware of this until he later watched the security tape and realized everything.
I'm shaming her now. I'm shaming her. I said to her, yo, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, bro. And you came to my house and had two niggas. Bro, I ain't seen no condom, no none. I said, yo, you should go get tested, man. Like, you done. I said, that's wild, yo. You should go get tested, bro. And from that moment, she started, like, because the denial shifted and she kept, like, trying to, like, pivot on the denial to, yo, nah, send me the video. Yo, I'm pretty sure I didn't him. And I'm like, bro, you him. And she was like, no, look again. And now I'm getting super tight because I'm like, bro, I'm not about to watch this video if you getting my nigga. It's on my surveillance. Like, bro, like I was you like, what? You want me to watch the video if you getting cool? She keeps saying that, whatever. She then tells me, by the way, I ain't gonna lie, and I'm gonna keep it a being about everything. My homies did not tell me they f***ed her. At that point, I only seen on my security cam. My homies did not tell. Remember, they woke me up that night. Yo, let us out. Let us out the crib. Or lock the crib. They did not tell me the bitch came for me. They never told me that. You know when that conversation...
People were perplexed as to why he felt the need to discuss this after all this time, even though it seemed like he was trying to get ahead of the story before it all came to light. However, Ziya was having none of it, as she went on Instagram Live and called him out for lying. This time, she went to his place as usual, but Akademiks and his friend charged her and savaged her even as she begged them to stop. She also claimed that she and Akademiks had been together for more than 2 years at the time, and she even produced hospital records of the kids to support her claims that Akademiks and his friends had invaded her private areas.
I look crazy right now, but I'm not gonna stand here and let this man continue to lie about me. That's not what happened, Akademiks. You know that that's not what happened. And for you to pretend that you didn't do anything, that I just went to your house and I'm just some thought, like we didn't know each other for 2 years. You tried to save yourself after your friends me. Whether or not you got drunk or not, I know that when you woke up, you were on top of me too. Me too, and a kit was done. You know what? I'm gonna come back with my own story. This what you wanted, you're about to get it. I've been quiet for way too long.
I'm not sure about you guys, but you can see how traumatized Ziya looks in that video as she relives the entire incident for the internet. What's even worse is that, not long after Ziya exposed him, a CCTV footage from Akademiks' house was leaked online, showing the real Sa happen in real time. You can see the Akademiks or any of his two friends sang her while she cried hysterically and screamed for help. Akademiks actually ended up responding to the video and had the most ridiculous excuse to make. He posted a tweet saying that the video was fake news. This video shows a drunken woman who never had any friends, LOL. She is screaming because she saw blogs post a video of me talking about her, and it made her look bad. Fortunately, no one believed the BS Akademiks were spreading because soon after this back and forth between him and Ziya, people began to look into it and found a ton of evidence of Akademiks having sexual relations with underage girls. Someone shared screenshots of him on Twitter, where he was described as getting the girls wasted and then having his way with them after they passed out. The first direct message, DM, featured Akademiks asking the girl if she was 18 to which she replied that she wasn't, but that she would turn 18 on October 23. She then went on to tell how she met Akademiks in a different chat with someone else and even called him a public relations officer, PR. I linked with him in July for the last time. He invited a girl over, saying he wasn't sure if she was 17 or 18, but he still made fun of her and tried to get us to drink and get undressed while we were in the backyard. Later, another girl claimed that Akademiks had straight up essayed her, saying, "I've been dealing with him since I was 17, but he waited to fly me out till I turned 18. He would get me really drunk to F me and record it. He has a ton of tapes of me getting wasted." There's even a whole photo of him and the first girl from when they linked up at his house the first time. But that ain't it. Everyone also discovered an audio recording from him a few months before, in which he openly admitted to having an affair with a young girl. He said that it didn't matter if the girl was underage, as long as she had a college ID. Interview. However, it appears that Z was not playing with Akademiks because after all of the victims came forward, she realized that he needed to be held accountable for his actions because he clearly had a pattern.
And to keep it real, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a mine, not a. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think it was fine. I said, listen, man, as long as the chick got a college ID, she's getting f***ed. I don't care if she's 17. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she turned 17. She's gonna get this.
And that if he doesn't stop, many more women will fall victim to him. She then filed an explosive lawsuit against him, accusing him of sexual assault. In this lawsuit, she essentially reiterated everything that was said during their initial back and forth. As was to be expected, Akademiks immediately became defensive and denied the allegations. He even implied that the industry had paid Z to make these accusations because they wanted to destroy Z. It turns out that the attorney representing Z was also the one who had represented Diddy's victim El Rod.
Just because I've paid lawyers to handle court, and these people who are coming at me are hoping that I f that up by handling. The police wants nothing to do with this. They're saying there is no crime. The cops have said there ain't no crime that we could prove. That's what they've said. We're out of this. Do you know who's the lawyer representing whoever against me? Y'all know the lawyer? Who y'all think that lawyer is? Is it possible that that person who really seen the money grab was really the Diddy stuff, and who was the biggest covering the Diddy stuff? That lawyer allegedly reached out to some people of mine saying,
wait, what? Diddy's lawyer? Is that what he's Diddy's lawyer?
So the person who's representing Ziya is also representing someone who's has accusations against P. Diddy. So he's like saying that this person is just using a money grab, and really they specialize in representing.
As if that weren't absurd enough, X continued by threatening to bring down everyone in the industry's hierarchy if he failed in this, bringing everyone else down with him. Interview. I don't know about you, but when Akademiks was going crazy and making threats, Saucy Santana was having a field day using Instagram Live to troll Akademiks. If you recall, Akademiks had his foot on Santana's and Young Miami's neck during Diddy's exposure. Akademiks even brought up the album's underwhelming first week of sales and even dragged JT and her for it. Interview. At this point, Santana was over it and made the decision to intervene and support Miami. As you can already imagine, this sparked a very heated back and forth. At one point, Saucy even threatened SAA Akademiks, threatening to have his goons pick him up. This was a major turning point for the academic community, and he ultimately had a major breakdown on live television. Interview. However, it appeared as though sultry Santana was still on Akademiks' case because, following Ziya's filing of her lawsuit, Santana took to Instagram to ridicule him, just as he had done to Young Miami. He made it plain to Akademiks that he would drag him in the same manner that he had dragged Young Miami 69, nasty as hell. What makes you think that we think these lawyers are fake? Why would you think that? But when it came to Kish, the word was bore. It was. And all this other weird ass, but supposed to believe that shorty lying on you? I don't think so, not going to happen. __. I'm not going to lie. Santan gagged me when he said, Akademiks smell like tea. I've never heard someone say it before, but I knew when he opted to talk about him and his home ladies that it was coming. Sit down. All you simply smell like and see all that's what you smell like now. I'd like to know what you think about the lawsuit that has been made against Akademiks. Do you think it's right that Santana is using Ziya's trauma as a clapback to Akademiks? Click the link below to watch this other very messy video. One person said, smelling like sat has got to be the most diabolical thing to say about someone who's sitting in front of a computer all day. Another person said, he was pushing those accusations against Miami, then gets mad the blogs pushing his narrative. This why being biased never works even if it's someone you don't like.